I'm Alex Polizzi and I've worked in top hotels for almost 30 years.
I mean, are you actually taking the piss? That is unforgivable. What are you doing?
She's got a hell of a temper.
And having put my own money on the line to launch my own hotel, I know that times couldn't be tougher.
Dreaming about having a Michelin star.
Oh my God. I mean, no wonder you never make a penny.
Every day I just cry my eyes out.
With hotels struggling across the country and the hospitality industry in crisis,
You're really irritating me.
Okay.
I want to do all I can to help.
You've got no idea about what you're doing.
But when times are tough, there is no room for shoddiness.
You should be ashamed of yourself, honestly.
From deluded owners
What is it with shit hotels and towel art?
to disastrous decor
Do you like that paper or?
Hate it.
and downright dirtiness.
Oh, for God's sake. I wouldn't want to pass a UV light over that. I actually feel sick.
I'm preparing for battle.
I actually just want to walk away and wash my hands.
This time I'm returning to the Rosehill House Hotel in Burnley. It was a hotel in decline.
It needs clearing out with a brutal eye.
I met a dad with a deadline
If the business isn't working, I'm quite happy to close it down.
and a daughter
This is my last chance to make a difference, and if I can't, he'll sell it.
in despair.
We're going to rip the plaster off.
Can I get a tissue?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
2.5 years on, I'm back to see how these hoteliers have fared.
I can't believe you're here.
I'm so excited.
And as they face fresh challenges, will my new idea help them dine out on success?
What you're saying is come to this mill owner's house and experience some of the details.
I like it. Do you like it? I like some of it.
In 2019, I got a call for help from Dad John
Morning.
and daughter Emma, who ran the 31-bed Victorian Mansion Hotel as a family affair.
I love my job. I absolutely adore it. Lunch at 12:30 for the conference. I manage the hotel on a day-to-day basis, so anything front of house. The printer's gone this morning on reception.
Is it an automatic default going to the other one when that one's not used?
Yeah.
I do accounts and VAT and stuff that nobody else wants to do, really, and try and keep rooms operating. It's okay, it works now.
For the past 25 years, the business had been Mum Jackie's dream.
She was the life of this place. You know, customers loved her.
Over the years, they had worked hard to create a thriving business.
We were starting to see huge, big profits.
Soon, though, rival chain hotels had moved in and business slowed.
30% of our turnover was gone, just overnight. We're a small independent amongst the big boys, and I don't intend fighting them. I'll lose.
Things eventually went from bad to worse. When John's wife and Emma's mum, Jackie, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and had to stop work, he was ready to throw in the towel, leaving Emma fighting to keep the business alive.
I was last at the Rosehill House Hotel about 2.5 years ago, and I had a really interesting time there. I'd been called in by Emma, who was desperate for me to help her persuade her father, John, not to convert the building into flats.
He's just going to turn it back into bloody houses. It's not just a hotel, it's bloody... It's our lives. It's our lives. It's our livelihood.
Within 6 months, I don't want to see the job complete and that's done. I just want to be convinced that it's sustainable, it's credible.
The hotel hadn't been profitable for ages, but Emma felt very strongly that this place had a future.
I just can't do it on my own, and I know that Alex will come and look at things, hopefully, and be able to just pinpoint things that I need to start working on.
Before I'd even arrived 2.5 years ago, I was under no illusion that I had my work cut out convincing Dad John to give the building and business one last chance.
I'm really keen to get under the skin of what's happening here as quickly as possible.
And knowing that Emma and John were away from the hotel, I seized the opportunity to have a look around without them. Hopefully, it'll be very illuminating. This is a really handsome building. I don't think you'd turn up here and be disappointed. I'm hoping I'll find a clue inside as to why this business is struggling. Hi, how are you? I'm Alex.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. It's all right, don't worry. I've come on purpose because I know John and Emma aren't here yet. I'm going to do a quick recce and see if I can figure out what's going wrong. First stop, the main dining room. It looks a little bit dreary. I think the coffee machine next to a clock that doesn't work is a bit odd. The whole thing doesn't really hang together. You don't understand what it is that they're trying to show or sell. And the lack of theme continues upstairs. But I think as a guest walking in, I'm just slightly confused. Why is this here? Why is there this bear in a chair under the stair? Do I care? Oh, honestly. I don't understand quite the effect that they were aiming for here, but whatever it is, they failed. Over in this corner, we have a bowl of ceramic fruit.
Where is she?
Hello! Nice to meet you. Hi, Emma. Hello, John.
Hello. Is it nice to meet you?
Yes, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, I'm so scared.
So, I'm here. I'm very glad to be here. I'm hoping that you've got room for me tonight.
Yes.
Good. That's perfect. What?
Right, so I'm going to put you as an executive double, room
Thank
36.
you. Very nice.
It's in the coach house.
And then I just wanted to ask you, by the way, I'm sorry about your mum. I know she's not well. And so.
I'm sorry.
Don't, darling. Don't be sorry.
I'm super emotional when it comes to speaking about my mum.
Yeah, well, of course, I understand that. I just wanted you to know that I was aware of the situation, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And then, do you want to show me my room? Lovely.
Here we are.
That's lovely,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
I mean, this is really pleasant. It's a lot nicer rooms than I usually get to critique. I'm keen to see how some of the other rooms compare. I mean, I want this room. This is a room that people would like to stay in. The rooms are fine. It's the common areas that I'm worried about. It all feels dated. There's just so much tat everywhere with no rhyme or reason for it. I don't think they know who they're trying to appeal to. I have to say to you that my first impression is that this doesn't have a clear identity at all, this hotel. It gives so many mixed messages.
Does it?
It's just a bit haphazard.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's doing you any favours.
No, okay.
If I'm honest.
No, that's fine. And what happened initially was Mum did all the rooms and then that was her thing, you know?
Yeah, I know, sorry.
It's the first time I've heard it off someone else, you know?
I know.
I completely understand. Can I get a tissue?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm not going to cry now. No, I'm not going to cry. That's it. I'm done with the crying. Let's just get on with it.
The main issue is the fact that it's so confused and it has no identity. This has the potential to be a fabulous hotel again. But I just wonder if I've come a bit too late.
Right. Yeah, where are we to?
Right, we're up to. Please want checking out.
2 years ago, I spent a night at the Rosehill House Hotel in Burnley, a 31-room converted manor house that had seen better days. I had a really good night's sleep here. It was blowing a hoolie outside. I was in this little nice warm room with the wind raging and I felt kind of quite cheerful to be here.
It was quiet last night, so a bit boring.
A family-run business, the hotel is owned by Dad John.
Morning.
And managed by his daughter Emma.
Dad's the money man, but, you know, I have other investments in people, in staff, and I love what I do. This is my last chance to make a difference, and if I can't, then he'll sell it. If I can, he won't.
It's clear I have my work cut out, but first, some breakfast.
Hi.
Good morning.
I know exactly what I want already.
OK, my love.
I want 2 poached eggs on brown toast with some Marmite.
That is no problem at all, my love.
Thank you.
Maybe
Thanks.
2 minutes.
I find this a singularly dispiriting room. It's just wrong on so many levels. From how the cereals are displayed, it's just slightly, all of it's a bit, well, very tired. Thank you, sweetie pie. Oh, you've even done the Marmite for me.
Is that all right?
Lovely.
Can I get you anything else?
That's perfect.
Is that all right?
Yeah, thank you. Lovely, lovely.
No problem, my love.
The breakfast itself is good. The problem I have is with the overall ambience and decor.
Again, like everything here, I just feel like it's stuck in a bit of a time warp.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's delicious. Good. Onward with the day.
Time to gather the troops so we can try and put this hotel back on its feet.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? Did you sleep okay?
I had a very nice sleep.
Morning.
Are you ready to spend a little bit of time with me?
Sure.
Because I thought we'd better start tackling things straight away.
OK.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Come.
First stop, an occasional function room / corridor.
I don't know where to start in this room.
Yes, this is
Between the plastic hamon, the chair's kind of shoved in the corner. What is your design ethos? What are you trying to achieve? You've got the shabby chic clock. You've got the little Spanishy arty plates.9Please come this way. You've got the Art Deco lights on the tables.
I think they're there.
Shit! What is that funny little man on the bicycle?
Don't know. Forgotten about him.
Let's continue on our tour, please. Follow me. This is one of my least favourite areas. It illustrates exactly what I'm trying to say to you. You know, I mean, the bear is awful with the old leather handbags and the wooden cats. What do they add to your hotel? This is a heritage building. It just needs clearing out with a brutal eye.
You do just get used to things being in their places, and now it's just bloody obvious.
I know, and it's also, I wonder if it's your taste is slightly different.
It's not my taste.
No, but is this your taste?
No, this is all my mum's stuff. You just grow up with it.
The bedrooms, on the plus side, are perfectly fine. It's a nice place to stay. I think that you are losing all the positives by this kind of inability to decide what it is you're trying to be or show. Your identity has disappeared. Let's go and chat downstairs. Shall I get us a coffee?
I'll get us a coffee.
You look like you need a whiskey. You need a whiskey in it.
They have a potentially lovely traditional hotel. The bedrooms are absolutely fine. They just need to sort out the common areas, bring them up to date and decorate them so it can all hang together.
There's lots to feel positive about. It's just a bit tired, and you're a bit tired. You know, we need to give it a big, good old shake.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that, but what concerns me more is the accommodation issues. It's where we've made most money by a long stretch, and that is sort of going down.
John is right. The room trade is where the biggest profits are to be had, and I think I know how they can begin to fill them.
I'm absolutely convinced that functions are the way forward here. Drive
Yeah.
room trade that way.
Yeah.
They have staged functions here before, but that trade has dropped off.
I think they could do weddings and other events if they can just make it feel less dated.
This could be a lovely room, and it isn't. Because, I mean, I'm not entirely sure why you do breakfast in here. I'm just going to say it straight away to you.
Yes.
I can understand your idea that you were doing it in a nice, bright conservatory, but this should be your function room. You have a restaurant.
And just keep it as that.
With a serious makeover, the conservatory could be a great room at the heart of any event, but not like this.
It's a bit like it was been there for a long time and no one's thought to change it. I just think you've been so long in this place that you've lost vision of what it is that you're doing. And I know that's hard to hear, I'm really sorry. But do you want to get some tissues now? I don't mean to be... I know, I don't mean to be hurtful, but I do think it's important. We're going to rip the plaster off. I'm going to give you a way that I think that will restore your fortunes. And then we'll see if you sign up for it or not. So, I'm sorry, darling.
No, don't apologise, it's just hard to hear.
I know, it's so hard to hear, but I'm not saying anything.
I know. I understand.
I think that went okay. They weren't quite as enthusiastic as I hoped that they were going to be about the function room idea. But I mean, to me it makes perfect sense that this has got to be the basis of a revival.
Emma and John may not have warmed to my idea at first, but given a little time to think about it, it seems they are ready to embrace change.
We're concentrating on getting rid of all the junk that has been collected over the last 20 years and not been moved. John! Come on! You know I can juggle. Man.
Oh, he's heavy.
That can all go. Are these going in the skip?
In the garage.
Oh, you can't leave them, can you?
In the garage.
In the garage means they're not going.
Yes, these are going.
Move there, up the stairs. Come on. I'm going to put him outside a family room because I can't throw him away. This.
Emma and John have taken a huge first step.
Let's get to the skip. Bye-bye, Jambon.
I just really hope the momentum won't collapse. With the clear-out complete, I am back to check whether this is now a tat-free zone.
Hello!
Hi,
I'm
Alex.
back at last. It feels like so long.
It has been.
Lovely to see
And you.
So, you going to show me around?
Yes, let's show you what we've done.
First stop, the room/corridor that featured a plastic ham-on. And I'm in for a real surprise.
So, this was the worst area.
They've not only got rid of all the tat, they've totally transformed this room into a space to hang out.
Is that genuine?
I mean, really.
You sure?
What a change! I feel, honestly, Dawn, I feel almost tearful.
Oh, don't. We worked so hard to try and get it finished
Oh,
in this
for goodness
visit.
sake.
I'm really impressed.
Bit
And
dinner.
the colour, which
Yeah,
is
I love the
beautiful,
colour, yeah.
beautiful colour. I cannot believe it. In 11 years of doing this job, I have never, ever had a hotel make such an effort. What else have you got to show me?
Right, so the corridors.
If the rest of the hotel has had a similar facelift, we're on to a winner.
I mean, again, what's not to like? This is actually usable. What this is now is an area one can actually sit and read a book.
I'm gobsmacked. Just got to make sure that the old Ebenezer Scrooge statue has been binned too.
What a change. No Scrooge. And these lovely banisters that now really show off. And the window. You see the Victorian building.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't see the wood for the trees before. You've done a good job. You've done a really big clear out.
Yeah, we have.
Equally had a lot of complaints about
Oh
Scrooge
my God,
missing.
that has been the biggest bone of contention.
Almost every time you walk in, somebody's having a selfie with it, you know, it's just...
Yeah, it was a talking point.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to find another talking point.
Yeah, it was...
I mean, they could always photograph themselves with you next to
I'm getting,
Scrooge.
I'm getting to like you.
What you've done is actually show how pretty this building is. And now we just have to fill the place. And I've got a few ideas about how to do that. Follow me.
Okay.
I strongly believe that events, and in particular weddings, make perfect business sense for this hotel. So to convince them this idea has legs, I'm dropping them in at the deep end.
So, what I've decided is in a couple of weeks' time, I'd like you to have an open day for your wedding venue.
Right.
But you're going to have to do the work in promoting it. I have arranged this afternoon for you to have a live interview on your local radio station.
Oh, for God's sake.
You, Emma.
Excellent.
And what we want to do is invite as many prospective brides as possible to come to your open day. All you have to do is say that we've got this date, we're just doing a shout out to all prospective brides.
Oh, God.
Well, you know, this is an opportunity.
How does he get away with everything?
You're the one running the hotel. There you go.
Steve Harley, Cockney Rebel.
With just an hour's prep,
Good afternoon, welcome. It's BBC Radio Lancashire. John Gilmore, Gillian Friends in the afternoon with you through.
Emma is live on the radio.
Of course, you run it with your dad, as you
I
say.
do, yeah.
Much falling out with your dad.
Oh, we have a bit of tete-a-tete, yes we do. We think it's a really special, bespoke wedding venue. And we want to invite all potential brides to come and have a look and a show around. With myself, personally.
She's doing really well.
Yeah, so the date's the 14th of May. We'd like to invite potential brides-to-be to come and have a look at the space that we're offering. It's a beautiful conservatory.
Emma, lovely to chat to you this afternoon. Emma Pennington from the Rosehill Hotel in Burnley.
Well, she did okay, yeah. She did pretty well, I think.
Hopefully people will start booking in to come and see us.
Yeah, let's go and see if the phone's ringing.
Back in 2019, I was tasked with saving the Rosehill House Hotel from being turned into flats by helping restore its fortunes. To do that, I felt we needed to promote this Victorian stunner as the perfect place to get hitched.
Okay, so I think we've got a few things to sort out about how this day is actually going to work. Now, the average cost of a wedding in the UK is about £18,000. A large chunk of that is food and drink. How are you going to do it?
Yeah.
The other thing that people are obsessed by is how their wedding is going to look, understandably. When we have the open day, I'd like to see 6 different table setups. Give people an idea of the different looks you could do. And I suggest you work with a local function supplier and you discuss some table setups.
Yes.
And it has to be everything from the different glassware to different plates.
I know exactly what you mean.
Different flowers on the table. So
Not much time to do this, is there?
well, how long do you need? You've only got a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need wedding menus, you need the food packages, table setups, you know, examples of floristry.
Yeah. I've got ideas already going on in my head now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make it look pretty.
I will.
With so much for Emma to organise, I've decided to give her a helping hand and have my own design team tackle the dated conservatory.
I have every confidence that they're going to pull this out of the bag. The only thing is, there's not long to do it. Have I given them enough time? I hope so.
With the clock ticking, Emma begins by turning the hotel into a glamorous wedding chapel, enlisting the help of a local venue dresser.
Do you want your opinion on what do we do with this room?
I'm thinking keep it really quite simple. The room's beautiful, it speaks for itself. You don't want to hide any of these gorgeous features.
No.
So we have 2 beautiful floral arches. So as you walk in, they're quite grand. They just line the aisle, take your eye down the aisle. Some pretty scatter petals down the side, bit of romantic candlelight, and leave it at that.
That sounds great. I'm really anxious about the outcome because there's so much riding on it. Just don't know if it's going to work.
Pushing her fears aside, Emma, her staff, a team of florists and venue dressers, as well as my own design team, go into overdrive to get the hotel ready for the big day.
The ceremony room's been set up, waiting for the florist to arrive to dress the tables in there.
I cannot stress how important this day is because I want to prove to Emma and John that the future of Rosehill House Hotel lies in functions.
If I'm right, I'm hoping Dad John will put his plans to turn Rosehill House into flats on permanent hold.
This all looks so pretty.
Hello, love. So nice to see you.
I'm nervous to see what you think of it. I really am.
I'm so excited.
Are you?
I mean, it's just the outside looks lovely.
Right.
With all the flowers and everything. This looks gorgeous.
It's been hectic. It's just non-stop, but we've got it all done.
Show me what you've done.
The formal wood-panelled dining room has been transformed into a romantic candlelit wedding chapel.
The venue dresses are in just setting up the ceremony room at the minute.
Oh my gosh, it's lovely. Oh, I've got shivers. It looks beautiful, darling.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Oh, and this room too.
Just as I'd hoped, Emma's local experts and my design team have reinvented the conservatory. It is now a light, bright, contemporary space fit for any function.
And all your table dressings. You've done it really cleverly. They all tie in with each other.
I've tried to just keep the colours really simple and elegant.
They really suit the house and it looks glamorous and very high-end.
Yeah.
I'm blown away.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, love it. What time have we got our first bride?
1 o'clock.
OK, and then we've got them back to back.
Yeah, every half an hour.
And the hard work hasn't stopped there.
This looks fabulous.
What was once a dusty and cluttered room replete with faux food has been transformed into what is now a chic gin bar.
It's really stylish.
It is, yeah.
And it is... Oh, honestly, doll, I'm so impressed at you. You've just stepped it up a gear.
Yeah. It's no longer just a corridor like it was, you know, just through to rooms. It's an actual space.
I think this really adds immeasurably to your hotel. Right, a bit early for the gin, I suppose. Bring on the brides!
It's just down to Emma to convince prospective customers and save the business. No pressure.
We've set up 6 different tables with 6 different designs just to give you an idea. Oh, sorry. I'll go on this side. If you do like it, we'll bespoke a package and a quote over to you. Think about any questions. I've not even asked you any. Do you need...
I'm okay.
Do you have any questions?
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm just like...
And it seats 7, so we've got plenty of bridesmaids.
Forget the practicalities. It is gorgeous.
What dates? Have you got any dates in mind? Any month?
June, July.
June, July.
Yeah.
We've got 1 date in August that's not free, but apart from that, you can take your pick.
It seems to me Emma's rising to the challenge, but ultimately the decision to keep the hotel running is down to John.
When I came here, we had, obviously, the threat hanging over us of this being turned into flats, which is still possible, I understand that. Can you see it actually working now? Honestly, you don't need to you don't need to
lie.
No, soft soapy.
No, I know. I feel much more confident about it now. Now that we've sort of decided on a market niche that we're going for, I just want some signs that what we're doing now is working.
Yeah, a few green shoots.
A few green, that's all it needs.
Yeah,
That's all it needs.
I would have thought at least 2 of those were serious.
I felt 2. I felt 2.
What you've shown today is exactly why anyone would want to come here. Honestly, darling, if I could pick one hotel to save, it would be you guys, because you really deserve it.
Nice of you to say so.
Thank you.
No, I mean it. I've loved every single minute. And I want you still to be here when I come back and revisit in a year's time. And I hope things get...
Are you getting emotional?
No, I'm not at all. She's talking to me. I'm sure it will succeed.
You heard it here!
Victory!
And I was looking forward to the flats project.
Yeah, you bloody were too much.
What a fabulous ending to a really fabulous experience. I can't wait to come back. Don't say that very often. Well, over 2 turbulent years have passed. The arrival of COVID hit wedding venues hard, so I'm back to see if Emma and John have kept things afloat or whether the very tough climate has meant the Flats project has resurfaced.
We need new panes of glass. The vacuum seal's gone. Just looks a bit tatty, doesn't it? Oh well, another one for the list.
So we've got a small wedding party in here tomorrow, so I'm just starting to set this up for their meal. As soon as Alex's visit was over, things exploded. Like it just went through the roof. It was just so busy. Right, what's going on at the weekend then?
I think Alex lit a spark underneath Emma.
Yeah,
and she was going for just about everything that Alex had mentioned. Fast, quick, everything had to be done yesterday. And she was a pain at that time, she really was. But it still had to be done yesterday.
Right, did you ring for the numbers for next week? Right, so on
Tuesday.
And then the rumours started with COVID in the beginning of March. And you noticed something going a bit wrong then. And then, of course, the restrictions came in, and that was it. We were dead, absolutely dead, nothing.
But instead of resting on their laurels, they put their free time to good use, renovating all 31 bedrooms.
This is a room that was reasonably well presented anyway, but it was an opportunity to start doing it up a bit. It looks brand new now, just one of the many.
Rosehill House Hotel.
The hotel has now been fully reopened for the past 7 months.
I can't wait to see what the last 2 years has done there. I left them with the idea that Rosehill House Hotel was going to be a perfect venue for weddings, and they seemed quite enthusiastic about it. I'm longing to see whether that has taken off and what the books have looked like. Hello, my darling.
Oh my God. I can't believe you're here.
I'm so excited.
Oh, gosh.
How are you?
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah, good. It's been a hell of a 2 years, hasn't it?
It's been a hell of a 2 years.
Yeah.
So, weddings, have they been...
Crazy, busy. So we're doing now like 4 open days a year, which we never used to do. We've done magazine shoots. We're on covers of magazines.
Oh my God, how exciting.
Yeah, and so we're doing weddings 4 days a week. It's more than I could have ever imagined. I just don't think we'd have been here if you hadn't have come. We just wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't have got through the pandemic, that's for sure.
That's so encouraging to hear, and I'm keen to see for myself what the hotel is looking like. Surprise, surprise, it's not long before I find John poking around in some old light socket.
So nice to see you. Oh, John.
Do you like it?
This is beautiful. I mean, I love that wallpaper. I love this screen. It is really glamorous. I mean, it really looks amazing here, you know.
Before, the rooms were perfectly okay, but a bit on the plain side. But now this father and daughter team have taken them to another level.
Another fabulous room. I love the wallpaper.
Alongside a revamp of the bedrooms, they've also added to their gym bar.
What's lovely about Emma and John is that they have somehow kept the momentum going and they've kept improving.
But for all the good news, I wonder whether the restaurant has become the thorn in Rosehill's side.
It's still pretty plain, isn't it? Doesn't feel particularly as if it's somewhere that you want to eat, I feel. I think there's definitely more we could do here.
Back in 2019, I came to the rescue of a family divided.
If the business isn't working, I'm quite happy to close it down.
Dad John wanted to throw in the towel and turn their failing 31-bedroom boutique hotel into flats, but daughter Emma couldn't bear to part with the business.
Can I get a tissue?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
I've returned to find the hotel more popular than ever.
We've done magazine shoots, we're on covers of magazines.
Oh my gosh, how exciting.
And almost every corner has been transformed.
So, I've seen the rooms, they look amazing. Well done, both of you. But is that reflected in the figures?
Ever since your visit, green shoots turned into a big shrub, actually, so it was really quite good.
You were right when you said functions was the way forward.
So, come August, when the restrictions were really lifted for a while, our turnover was up by 70% of what we normally did. It was rush.
Incredible.
It's great the functions have taken off and their occupancy is higher than ever, but Emma tells me they are still at a loss over what to do with their restaurant. A busy restaurant can be a huge financial asset to any hotel, but it needs an identity to stand out from the crowd. Luckily for them, this building has a fascinating history connected to the local mill industry. And to help draw that out, I've come prepared with former Harrods window dresser, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Alex.
How are you?
Great, thank you. How are you today?
Thank you so much for taking the time to help me do this. We ought to try and make it so it's a destination in its own right.
This is such a beautiful house and it has great bones, but what was lacking was the theatre and the enticement to get customers in and make it more of a destination restaurant.
Yeah.
A great way to give it theatre was to look back at the history of the house and the owner and the owner's business.
I was thrilled to discover that Rosehill House was actually built by a wealthy cotton mill owner called Adam Dugdale at a time when Burnley was the weaving capital of the world. The perfect story to give this restaurant some provenance.
Oh, fabulous.
Dressing the room with traditional weaving tools and photos celebrating the work of the mills will provide a window into the past.
The cotton itself, of course, is, the start of the journey. This is the raw material that, the owner made his wealth from.
To complete the experience, chunky period cutlery and stoneware crockery is laid across cotton tablecloths.
Adds so much more texture.
Let's do the other side and then we're done. Lovely.
Down there, on your right.
Oh. Well done, darling. Really like what you've done here. Thank you. Emma, John,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, I... Okay.
Come on then. So, will you explain to them what you were asked to do?
Well, I was asked to make the restaurant more theatrical and bring out its kind of unique aspects. And I feel like the most unique aspect of the restaurant is its history. The history of the house, the history of the industry behind the house, what created it.
Ideally, what we'd like you to do, or at least consider doing, is if to make this a destination, is to tell the story of why this place is here.
Yeah.
And actually make it somehow a richer experience in the making. Shall we sit down?
Yeah. I love the cutlery and the glassware and the candlesticks. Victoriana.
Yes, but Victoriana that's used rather than the Victoriana that's just tat.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is set a scene.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is come to this mill owner's house and experience some of the detail of that.
Yeah, it's the ambience it creates. And
the ambience.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, you know, the apron is, you know, going back to that story and,
Thank
you know, something
you.
that you'd maybe find in the mills, a mill worker, you know, wearing, and even kind of down to the menus. So, you know, something that, you know, one of the factory workers, you know, and they'd be, you know, be ticking off like all the different things that were happening and so on.
I like it. Do you like it? I like some of it.
Yeah, but I
think it's for us to build on
Yeah,
it. As long as we,
yeah.
what we're after now is a concept, not the detail. And the concept is, you can't argue with it, can you, really?
Oh my gosh, she's a quick learner, this one. It's exactly right, because I think you've done every other area.
Yeah.
We know that you can sell your functions. We know that your rooms are full when you've got functions. What you're missing is that midweek trade.
Yeah, no, I like it. I do. There's aspects that we'd pull in and,
And I was almost trying to think of what's everybody else not doing and what can we do that's different.
Yeah, and it is different. Yeah, not many places have got the history that we have, and we should be exploiting it a bit more.
Well, what can I say?
Cheers.
To a more considered restaurant.
Cheers. Yeah.
Like the idea.
And always a pleasure to see you, darling.
I think it's a great idea. It's definitely something we're going to go forward with, I think.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I think
it's definite.
We made that decision almost as they said it, really, didn't we?
Yeah, they had me at the cutlery.
Yeah.
Right, my darlings. Well, that was an unadulterated pleasure. And do you promise you'll let me know what you do?
We will.
Keep in touch with me.
No, we will. You've been amazing.
I love seeing you both.
No, thank you so much. You were just honestly for what you've done for the business, for us.
Oh, darling, I love coming here. It's my happy place.
Good.
Miss you already.
All right, my darling. See you soon. Bye, darling.
Okay.
Bye.
The feedback from Alex was absolutely great when it comes from another hotelier that says the work you've done over the past few years it's been good. It's really helps you go on to the next phase, doesn't it, in a way?
Just gives you more motivation to keep pushing and the next era of our life, and it's given us something for the restaurant to invest in and look forward to and create. We wouldn't be here today without her.
Well, that was fun. Whirlwind day, but as ever, it's so rewarding to work with Emma and John because they've never lost focus and they've never lost energy. I come away feeling like this was a really good use of my time. Can't wait to come back.